Pirates Baseball on SNP is presented by Highmark, the official health plan of the Pirates, because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. By Cohen Markets, free ice cream is back at Cohen Markets. Club Cohen members get a free Hershey's ice cream sandwich all summer long. By your Western PA Chevy dealers, Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Pittsburgh. And by Levin Furniture and Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. On the mound is Jack Perkins for the Athletics, making his 20th appearance, third start. We'll get the lineup he'll be facing for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Sacramento A's are 36-36. The Bucks 36-37. Spencer Horwitz will lead things off. Brandon Lau this season on the road, a 929 OPS, 829 OPS overall. Brian Reynolds, Ryan O'Hearn follow. O'Hearn will DH. Nick Gonzalez at third base. Endy Rodriguez does the catching. Tyler Callahan is in right field. Jake Mangum in center, and Jared Triolo got the night off last night. He's at shortstop.
Jack Perkins moved from the bullpen to the starting rotation, just his third start. 2-3, 6.25 ERA. A pretty big arm, throws hard, 43 punch outs in 36 innings. Allowed 4 homers. Opponents hit a healthy 257 against him.
Defense behind him. Jacob Wilson and Jeff McNeil up the middle. Zach Geloff, Nick Kurtz on the corners. Same alignment last night. Soderstrom, Bolte, Butler in the outfield left to right, and Langoliers catches Jack Perkins. Lefties hit just 203 against him. Right-hand batters 307. Big reverse splits guy.
Very strange how big a difference.
Underway. Perkins, 26 years old, from Kokomo, Indiana, about 60 miles north of Indianapolis. Chris Guccione calls balls and strikes. He's the crew chief. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Horwitz. Was 1 for 4. Drew a walk as well last night. He doubled his final at bat.
Perkins doesn't walk a lot of guys. You saw there was 12 in his 36 innings, but hits a good bit. 6 hit batters. Makes you wonder if he's a fan of pitching inside.
Lifted toward the line in the left.
You got room, you got room.
And whoever was yelling, "You got room, you got room, you got room," was right. Soderstrom makes the catch. I always wonder about that, John. If you see a guy that has like no, especially like this point in the season, no hit by pitches, it must mean he doesn't come in. Just by happenstance, you'd hit a guy or two.
You would think, yeah.
But if you hit a good share, it probably means you do come in on guys.
You know,
I would think.
Well, there are some instances, and I think of, for whatever, Johan Ramirez. He hits a lot of guys with breaking balls.
Yeah, true.
You know,
not obviously never intentional, but breaking balls,
right?
Things.
So, but I think about those splits, righties and lefties. Right away, the equalizer is typically a changeup or a split or something. He does have a changeup. He throws about a quarter of the time. Throws it to lefties, not much to righties. There you see the big sweeper.
While still 6th in the National League in homers, tied for 7th with those 46 runs batted in. 1 for 5 last night. Ball's time. $85 degrees at game time. A light breeze blowing out. Hits him with a breaking ball. Time now for our Penn West University stat of the day. How about the longest active on-base streaks? And see Tyler Soderstrom, the longest streak in baseball. The A's left fielder Brian Reynolds, though, is right there, tied with Yordan Alvarez and Zach Geloff for the second longest active streak, and he has a 7-game hitting streak.
Reynolds likes hitting in June. Looked very comfortable at the plate. Drawing his walks, average of 270. Great OPS at 834.
One for 3, drew another walk last night, singled his first time up, then drew a walk, lined out his third at bat against JT Ginn.
Yeah, like it.
And he's going to challenge it.
We'll see. I mean, it was over the plate. Looked like it might be down.
Whoa, he's not going to give him the challenge. Guccione, he took too long. And here comes Don Kelly.
I mean, the hesitation was
minimal. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some umpires, I think, that give guys a little more time than others.
It's supposed to be instantaneous. Well, at least Don Kelly's gotten Guccione to ask his colleagues. That's good. What'd you guys see? What do you think? Guccione, the crew chief, brings in David Rackley, Nestor Seiya, Charlie Ramos from the bases.
It makes sense that there, it has to be instantaneous.
Yeah.
There can't be much, because as quickly as a guy can yell, "It's down," from the dugout, Yep. I mean, it'll tip the hitter off, or maybe even the catcher. But so you get that part. But that hesitation was so slight. They agree with me. They agree with me.
It's got to be hard to disagree with the crew chief anyway, right. But at least he did get them gathered.
Because, I mean, there could even be like a code word.
Right.
Like coming from the dugout.
Yeah.
Because you see it. Let's just say as a hitter, you have a problem telling if it's up or down.
Yeah.
And you can just say, yeah, that's way down, actually. Boy, that was such a slight. So he started to come out the challenge, and he goes, nah. Yeah, if I was having a problem of taking pitches at my knees, thinking that they're down, I'd love to have somebody in the dugout yelling, "Bill," or anything.
Yeah.
Just throw something out there immediately.
So 2-2 on Reynolds. O'Hearn to follow. A's at 36 and 36. Pirates drop below 500 for the first time since the first couple days of the season. 36 and 37. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Marcotte. We talked last night about that homestand in Vegas. Ground ball gonna sneak in there. Another hit for Reynolds.
Find a hole. Good at bat. Good job of fouling a couple pitches off, and so good at turning around velocity. So short and quick to the ball. Didn't hit it real hard, but you see how quick the grass is. Quick infield.
8-game hitting streak for him. 23 consecutive games in which he's reached base safely. And now O'Hearn, who was 1 for 4 last night. His last at bat, he hit a ball to the wall in center field. See if he doesn't get going again.
Oh yeah, he's got some tight spin to that sweeper. He got Lau with the slider, but that's a good hard breaking slider.
Perkins strikes out a couple. Half inning Pirates, nothing. A's come to bat. A's come to bat. It'll be Nick Kurtz, Shea Langoliers, Tyler Soderstrom, Jacob Wilson hits cleanup. Carlos Cortez and Zach Geloff, who's got a 19-game hitting streak going, longest active in the big leagues. Lawrence Butler, Henry Bolte, and Jeff McNeil against Mitch Keller.
Tar Shield numbers for Mitch. ERA just over 5. 5-4 record. Opponents hit 252.
Last 6 starts, Keller's earned run average is .870. Going back to May the 13th. Don Kelly talked about how he and Bill Murphy really put in some, they have not been working, Bill Murphy the pitching coach, but maybe found some things this past side session. Certainly hoping figure something out here, get Keller back on track.
Felt like he didn't throw as many fastballs in his last start. You know, his velocity, I mean, he's low 90s up to the mid 90s. But you could tell at times guys have a hard time pulling the trigger. I don't think it would hurt to pitch in a little bit more. Make the off-speed stuff a little better.
Slider in on the hand, so now a 3-2 count. Certainly doesn't want to walk the leadoff man, though. Kurtz has walked 67 times, leads the league on base percentage.
He's so dangerous on pitches out over. I like it. Go back in there. You know, we showed you the hits from last night's game, the 2 home runs to left, base hit to left. Has that good approach. See over there, 4-seamer, 94. That's out over, and he's a little late. I mean, I think Mitch's fastball plays up to the hitter. I think it looks like it's getting on him a little quicker than the velocity. There it is. Ooh.
Kurtz walks to start the bottom of the first.
Yeah, just a little off.
And now the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Ball 1. There's a strike. You see every once in a while, well, not every once in a while, every pitch, Andy Rodriguez looks toward that dugout. You might have seen that other shot. He's looking at Jordan Comedina, the catching coach, running through the signs, running pickoffs and the like, step offs, line drive left field, and a nice little catch for Reynolds. Sinking liner. Nice play.
Good jump.
Rest of the defense, Jake Mangum in center, Tyler Callahan in right, Nick Gonzalez, Jared Triolo on the left side of the infield, Brandon Lau at second, Spencer Horwitz at first, and Andy Rodriguez does the catching. Talked a little bit to Horwitz before the game about that infield. Not a fan. We talked about it last night, choppy. Talked to Don Kelly about it, and Horwitz said he talked to some of the grounds crew. And you can understand it because the San Francisco Giants AAA affiliate plays here too. So every day there's stuff going on. They really don't have time to work on the field, just trying their best to keep up with it.
Yeah, plus no rain here.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be sunny.
Yeah.
Drying everything out. We talked about even the grass and how hard the surface is. Ball takes off, high hops, almost like the sports turf you see in a couple places.
Let's go downstairs to Hannah with more on the infield.
Yeah, to echo what you guys were saying, I talked to Chris Truby, who told me the infield was sort of what they expected with it being dry and bouncy, as you were saying, but maybe a little more firm than anticipated, he said, was a good way to put it. DK also said the way to handle that, though, they had guys out there pregame just take ground balls, see how it was going to play, but he said biggest piece of advice, stay nimble and one-handed.
Yeah, the one-handed part, I think because your feet will be moving. You know, if you're going at the ball with one hand, you know, if your feet are moving, you can always, you know, stop when you get a good hop or go get it to shorten the hop. And we've seen a lot of both teams last night, a lot of in-between hops.
I was curious to know whether there were more errors committed here on the infield. Both teams combined. Asked one of our statisticians, David Sherman, tracked that down. He said 19 total for the infielders this season, is tied for the 15th most. So they're about middle of the pack in terms of errors. A's and their opponents combined. Another walk. Rock, what are today's keys to the game presented by your Western PA Buick dealers?
Not a good start with either key, but I think it's important that Mitch has a killer outing. I mean, we needed him earlier in the year in April. Remember, there's a couple starts where he just came pounding the zone, efficient, went deeper into the game, and the lefty power. You know, we've talked about Reynolds, how hot he is, but, you know, a little Horwitz, Lau, O'Hearn have cooled off a little bit here the last few days. And in this ballpark, you like to see the lefties get the ball up in the jet stream.
Jacob Wilson. Two 2-0 the count. His dad, Jack Wilson, the former Pirate and soon-to-be Pirate Hall of Famer, Jack Wilson, will join us a little bit later on in the booth here at Sutter Health Park. Right now, Bill Murphy is going to try and nip something in the bud. It's a situation where Keller has walked 2 of the 3 batters, and he falls behind Wilson 2-0.
And I guarantee you, Mitch, first of all, asking Endy Rodriguez about some of those pitches. I think he thought he threw a few of those that were in the zone that were called balls. And I think if Endy thought they weren't balls, he'd challenge. But a couple of walks already. This 1-0 pitch. Well, that's typically would have been a challenge, called a strike, but borderline and very early.
Two 2-0 count.
And again, that 93 playing up. Jacob Wilson, not a big swing and miss guy. It's 2-0. He's sitting dead red fastball. He gets it 93 middle. And he was a little tardy.
Jacob Wilson just back last Friday off the injured list. Finished second in Rookie of the Year voting last season to his teammate Nick Kurtz. 9th time that's happened. Where teammates were 1-2 in Rookie of the Year voting. Most recently, Michael Harris II was Rookie of the Year for the Braves in 2022. Spencer Strider finished second. His teammate, the pitcher, first time in the American League since 1984.
Sinker down and in, get a ground ball to the left side.
Looking Kurtz back to second. you get a better shot at a ground ball from Jacob Wilson than you do a strikeout most times. There they go. And the bases are loaded. It's ball 4. He has walked 3 in the inning.
Yeah, I'm shocked at the back-to-back. The 2-2 breaking ball, I kind of anticipated. He got a couple fastballs by him. Swing and miss on 2-0, a late swing on 2-1, and thought maybe you get a chase 2-2, but thought he'd go back into their inner third. See if he could have tied Jacob up.
Ball 1, Carlos Cortez, the designated hitter. 0 for 5 last night, struck out 3 times. Still batting .294. Kurtz, Soderstrom, Wilson, the runners.
And that's what I mean about sometimes hitters unable to get a swing off. I have a hard time believing with the bases loaded early you're going to take all the way on a 1-0 pitch, a fastball down the middle.
Your point being that they just got on him.
Yeah, sometimes as a hitter, you could be looking fastball and it gets on you before you could pull the trigger. And even here, you got a pitch to waste, maybe elevate one, maybe you can get a chase.
Rodriguez keeps it close. Keller facing these Athletics for the 4th time in his career. Won 5 innings last year, September 19th at PNC Park. Gave up 4 runs in those 5 innings. 2-2. Gets the strikeout on a curveball.
Yeah, the breaking ball's got some good break. He hasn't always thrown it in the zone, but boy, that one breaking straight down. Watch it just die as it comes to the plate. Good pitch. I don't always look at spin rate because I,
Right.
But they're both these pitchers tonight, Perkins and Mitch Keller, just look so sharp in this first inning. And both of them very high spin rates, like in the 2,700 range with their breaking balls, which is as high as anybody on either team.
Geloff swings and misses at that fastball.
Yeah, and again, elevated out over, and it's by him.
Oh, what a stop by Horwitz, and a high throw
man,
will score 2.
So killer.
Wow. Maybe 3. Nobody at home. Lau is there. Safe at home. Did Lau miss the tag? Did he have the ball? How's he safe? An incredible stop by Horwitz, and he threw it away.
God, that would have. Well, you talk about game changing. You lead Keller, and just would have been a fantastic end to this first inning. A good throw would have got there in plenty of time.
Giona going to try to explain to Don Kelly what this is all about. No argument from Lau.
I'm wondering if there was some sort of interference.
Oh, man, maybe there was somebody at third. Did Gonzalez run into the runner at third? Here's the play at the end. No, he's in there.
Yeah,
Never tagged him.
Yeah, it looked like he missed the tag.
Wow. That's incredible. Now, I don't know what the debate is then.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's going to give an explanation here.
Yeah, Guccione is one of the best in terms of getting on the mic and letting the fans know what this is. Here's the whole play, the stop by Horwitz, and this is the second straight game he throws it past the pitcher after a nice stop. He did it last night.
Yeah, there might have been a little, yeah, there was interference at third base. Jacob Williams ran into Nick Gonzalez coming around third. So the safe call, I think, was because Guccione actually pointed over at third, you know, before
Let's
that
see if
throw.
Guccione explains. So I think he's on the mic now.
Hello, there we go. The third baseman obstructed the runner rounding third base. Therefore, the runner will be awarded home plate. He is safe. Run scored.
Well, I think it was safe anyway, but maybe Lau kind of gave up on it knowing that. That's possible.
Yeah, well, Lau didn't say anything. I think he might have heard Chris Guccione say something.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yep. So
Very obvious.
So yeah, you can see Guccione pointing towards third. He's probably saying something, and that's why Lau reacted the way he did. And they appealed it at third, saying that maybe Jacob Wilson didn't touch the bag.
Same scenario. It is. Yeah. Same, okay. Yeah. It'd be the same scenario. Yeah.
I hear Guccione say it doesn't change the scenario. Whoa, what an absolute killer.
That was a killer.
Man, tremendous stop. That would have really pumped everybody up. Instead of 0-0 Pirates batting, it's 3-0. Was it yesterday that Horwitz made a diving stop and threw high to Jared Jones, I think?
I believe it was yesterday,
Well,
yes.
hit by Lawrence Butler, I think.
Yep. Yeah, he threw it sitting down.
Yep. And that's a fair ball. And Butler to second. Double, 4-0.
Yeah, another fastball, a late swing, and he just hits it deep and right down the line.
And Ribote, 7-game hitting streak.
Sixth pitch coming from Mitch. Another fastball, 92, can't get a swing off.
It was a single given to Yeloff. E3, Horwitz, and Nick Gonzalez charged with an error for obstruction, allowing Wilson to score. One of the things that Don Kelly talked about, shoring up the defense. Strikeout, but 8 to the plate. Pirates have their work cut out for them here. 4-zip. This month as part of Country Weekend at PNC Park. Sunday, July 12th against the Brewers. It's a 12:15 game, and after that game, a full-length post-game concert featuring multi-platinum award-winning artist Jordan Davis. Get your tickets at pirates.com/Jordan Davis. Strike on Nick Gonzalez. Perkins strikes out 2 in the first, gives up a hit, and Keller strikes out 2 in the bottom of the first, and he passes Steve Blass for the all-time Pirates strikeout list, as he has struck out now 897. I'm sure that's last on his mind now after a very disjointed first inning, but Keller now 7th all-time on the Pirates strikeout list.
Yeah, what a bad way to start it off.
Yeah.
3 walks and almost so close to getting out of it.
Well, there it is. All-time Pirates strikeout leaders. Gonzalez sends this one to center, right center. It'll bring up Endy Rodriguez. We talked about him in our open. He was 3 for 3 with a homer and a walk in last night's game. He has 15 hits now and 56 at bats. This is just his 16th start for the Pirates behind the plate.
Looking very comfortable at the plate, very handsy. Talking about those 3 hits in the open, just the bat just so fluid and quick through the zone. Effortless looking.
And the Pirates are going to be faced with that decision. Don Kelly addressed it before the game. Joey Bart continues his rehab not too far away, and Kelly admitted that the Pirates very unlikely to go with 3 catchers. Henry Davis, by the way, Henry Davis caught Jack Perkins at Louisville for a couple years. Jack Perkins, mentioned the Kokomo, Indiana native, actually attended Louisville, was a freshman in 2019, 32 innings for the Cardinals, then had Tommy John surgery, missed all of 20 back in 2021. So Davis caught him for parts of 2 years. Let's go down to Hannah with more on the catching situation.
You guys had mentioned for sure how Endy has been looking at the plate, saying it looks effortless right now. I asked Don Kelly to kind of describe that a little bit, and he had said the power that he showed last night, you see him being aggressive earlier in counts, but you're seeing the walks too with the good at bats and him getting more comfortable. As for that catching situation you mentioned, Endy is doing a nice job. He said he's had some close ones too, and it's really cool for him to get he's got a good arm. It was good for him to get that first throw out yesterday since that, Brownie, considering the injury and the things like that. So everything's seeming really comfortable with Endy's game right now.
Yeah, and he's playing a whole lot more. That's no secret. That's when you know he's pretty much taken over, and understandably so, the starting catching role, though Henry Davis continues to catch for Paul Skeens. But again, that situation in the very near future where Joey Bart is ready, then what?
Yeah, hard to imagine that Endy, he continues to hit the way he has. He wouldn't be playing a good bit. There's the good changeup from Perkins.
Tyler Callahan, 0 for 4 last night.
Amazing how many Louisville guys we've been talking about recently. Used to be Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
A lot of Louisville guys.
Just saw, and another one of the catchers we just saw, Dalton Rushing of the Dodgers. So had to wait a year before he became the starting catcher for the Cardinals because Henry Davis was there. Henry Davis behind Christian Marrero alongside Brian Reynolds. Wow, called third strike. 4 Ks for Perkins. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. It's 4-0 A's. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Pirates, the official source for your Pittsburgh Pirates gear. A lot of black and gold and all kinds of Bucco gear everywhere. All over the Sacramento area. We're running into folks. Certainly Nick Boron and his son Nikolai here. Huge Pirate fans. And there's a line drive. Oh, nice play. Jared Triolo robs the number 9 hitter Jeff McNeil, leading off the bottom of the second.
That looked like it was heading into center field, but over a step. A leap. And a nice grab.
Good look on the AHN Supermo there from Triolo, getting a big limb up there as a strike on Kurtz, who walked against Keller in the bottom of the first. Keller giving up 4 runs, 3 earned. Walked 3. Weekly hit. What was that?
Not sure. I don't know.
Forwards turned to look behind him.
Maybe he didn't see Keller catch it.
Wow,
Thought
that
it
was
went
wild. So Keller kept it himself. Watch Horowitz.
Yeah, he thought it went to.
Oh, he thought it went to Lau.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I thought he was looking towards second.
That's crazy. I was wondering about the sun, John, and what that does, and the backdrop, how difficult this time could be, this ballpark. Keller says, I got it.
Yeah, sometimes too, and you're looking from first base, and you're looking towards the pitcher. There's a lot of white jerseys. I know it throws over at time when they throw over a pitcher to first, and the ball sometimes blends in. It's nice to see 7 pitches, quick and easy.
Four zip. Expect Hannah to be back out there for a second report on Home Run Hill and the winery. So stick around for that. If you missed it last night, part 2 coming up.
Yeah,
she has more details.
Indeed, and she's been all over the ballpark. Maybe get her to take a walk across the bridge.
Yeah, the Tower Bridge. Give us some info. Check swing there, Jake Mangum.
Don't tempt me, guys. Don't tempt me. I heard that I found strawberries, fresh strawberries growing in this ballpark earlier that I got to try, and they are delicious. So I might have to go take another walk.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we heard about the wine reports, didn't really see it.
Yeah.
And now we're hearing about strawberry reports. We're looking at the hill now. There's the cone. There's Hannah's cone. What's she doing with Hannah's cone?
Oh my.
Hey, get that back.
I was told by security, they actually were told in their pregame brief of this series, fans are allowed to bring in cones. They said if Pirates fans have them, you got to let them in. So good on her for bringing her own in. But I went and stole some. So
that's a different one than you had, Hannah. There's Hannah last night. See, different one. There's the Hannah chant.
Billy Cook would call that good form.
Yes. Might need more cones here. Got to get this offense going again. Something's got to get this club. And you know, you can't whine. They're not whining and crying about the fact that they've lost two huge bats, O'Neill Cruz and Connor Griffin. Every team through injury suffers losses over the years, and just got to deal with it. Find a way.
Gotta find a way. You know, Jake Mangum's gonna give you a good at bat. See a bunch of pitches, got his average at 301.
My buddy John Nieder texted today, homage to a certain Oakland figure. Just win, baby.
Just win, baby.
Al Davis, late owner of the Oakland Raiders. That was his motto. It was their motto for years. And that's good to keep in mind, this Pirates team. No excuses. Again, they're not making any excuses. Don Kelly's pretty much said, hey, we got to go. We got to grind. You're not going to get anybody feeling sorry for you. They're back on track. Stay positive.
You know, nobody more positive than Donnie Kelly.
Yep. He's a good man to have you steering your ship at times like this.
Yep. Loose, relaxed, the same every day.
He's not all of a sudden moody, not talking to people. Just the same. That's what you love.
That'll rub off on everybody.
Yep.
Coaches.
Yep.
Down to the players. Keep battling. I told you, I mean, his breaking ball, he's a big sweeper. And he's thrown a slider or two.
Pitch number 9 coming up. Down the line and foul. Doing his part. Kind of a microcosm of what we're just talking about. Find a way, grind. In the third inning, you're down in a 4-0 game, a bandbox, and a pitcher you're facing has an ERA of 6.25.
Yeah. Last time out, he went 4 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, 89 pitches in 4 innings. Ooh.
Gets it down on the ground and scooped. Oh, close. Geloff gets Mangum. So a 10-pitch at bat to start the third. Here is Jared Triolo. Geloff was charged with an error last night. The A's do a pretty good job. They've got 30 errors, second fewest in the American League. Pirates, meantime, 47 now. Only the Giants, Marlins, and Nationals have committed more errors this year than the Pirates. Nationals the most with 61. They took an error away from Gonzalez, that obstruction call, just charged Horwitz with a lone error in the bottom of the first. Triolo given the night off last night. Last week hitting at a 250 clip. He was 1 for 4 on Sunday afternoon against the Marlins. He's hit safely in 7 of his last 9 ball games.
Seen the velocity from Perkins, mid upper 90s. Just doesn't throw a bunch. He likes that big sweeper.
He has struck out 5 of the first 9 batters.
Yeah, that command's pretty good. I mean, that's right there. A little tail at the end, which barely clips that outside corner.
"26 years old. There's a strike. Xfinity batting stats, reliable Wi-Fi at one price. 383 on base percentage, is 6th highest in the league. Horwitz.
Watch out.
Yeah, the netting doesn't go down. It's a small yard, so the netting doesn't go down very far. A lot of Major League ballparks go all the way down the line. This ballpark holds about 12,500. Last night a crowd of 10,033. Second year in this ballpark in West Sacramento, and they're ticketed to go to Vegas in 2028. On the left side is the third baseman playing shortstop, Yellow. And the Pirates go down in order, trail 4-zip. And time to stack the deck, presented by the Baseball Card Castle in Cranberry. Jack and Jacob Wilson rookie cards. From the Baseball Card Castle in Cranberry. And we're going to have Jack Wilson here coming up in just a moment in the booth with us, the former Pirate.
So cool to get a card, and then I can't even imagine what it's like. You get a card, rookie card,
Yeah.
and your son has a rookie card. That's crazy. How neat that is.
Jack is in the stands right now, but be coming up here into the booth.
Very similar players.
Backhand play made. Lau, one away. Let's go down to Hannah with more on Jacob Wilson.
Well, Brownie, we asked him, what's it like to face the black and gold, the team you grew up rooting for because of your dad? He admitted it's a little weird playing against the Pirates. He said growing up, all he thought about was his dad being there, seeing those black and gold jerseys. So seeing that logo had him reminiscing about all the times they got to have in Pittsburgh as a family. He said it's a cool moment, though, but to him, this organization with the Pirates has a special place in their family's hearts. And when he looks over to see the Pirates logo, he said that will always be his dad's team. He also went on to congratulate his dad and spoke about the Hall of Fame announcement. He said Pittsburgh has a special place in his hearts. It's where his sisters grew up. The family lived for a while, so obviously very proud and incredible moment for his dad. He said, we have a big heart in the city of Pittsburgh. He's definitely earned it, so it's pretty cool for their family to hear that.
And the fact that Jack Wilson will be going into the Pirate Hall of Fame this summer with what his son has been doing now 2 years, pretty phenomenal. And to watch, Hannah, guys, the kids that we saw running around the clubhouse and on the field, like Jacob, it's surreal. And a base hit. And Jack Wilson will be going in with a couple others. Wilbur Cooper and the Candyman, John Candelaria, who will be there this summer, being inducted to the Pirates Hall of Fame.
Always good to see the Candyman.
Yep.
Look forward to seeing him. He's always tuned in.
Oh yeah, I look forward to talking to Candy because he's straightforward.
He is.
He'll tell it like it is.
He is unafraid.
Yep. And he's also complimented us for being straightforward.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
He appreciates that. And this is a one-hopper right there. Easy double play. We're going to talk to Jack Wilson coming up.
How you doing?
Welcome to the Toyota RAV4 inning. They followed the script. We love it when we have a plan, and the script was, hey, you wear a Jack Wilson jersey, you wear a John Wayner jersey, and walk in just as we have Jack Wilson in the booth with us. Thank you, guys. Well done.
That's the only one in circulation.
Yes.
Randy Steer.
Randy Steer,
Whoa.
legend.
What a play there at first base. Lau robbed by Nick Kurtz. The big Amish.
Gomish.
Heck of a play.
part of his game they don't talk about. He's really
Yeah.
good there. And he just picked the ball from Geloff last inning, too.
Yeah.
Well, here he is.
Hey.
Soon to be Pirate Hall of Famer Jack Wilson.
Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
How did you find out about? I'd love to know.
I was having an awful round of golf,
Oh.
and I got a missed call, and it was Mr. Nutting, and I was like, and he left a message. I'm like, I gotta get out of this.
What was the
group right
message?
now.
Give me a call.
Just give me a call back.
What did you think when Bob Nutting leaves you a message? Give me a call back.
I was like, I'm sure I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not in trouble, right? Like, you know, so it was great. We just talked, and like he kind of led up to something, and it kind of sounded like they were gonna do like a 25th anniversary type team. So I'm thinking, oh, okay. Cutchin will be there. Maybe Jay Bazin left. You know, maybe they're bringing back Freddie, and they're gonna do like a 25th anniversary thing. And then he just threw it out there, and I like couldn't talk.
Really?
It was. I kind of went numb because I was driving home. It was just. It
That's
was
so
amazing.
cool.
It was.
That is so cool.
That's good.
Oh, another hit from Reynolds.
Shocker.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Ryan O'Hearn.
We just showed these. How cool is that?
That's me and you right there. That was our year together.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah.
I mean, to have not only you, but your son. I mean,
Yeah.
that has got to be so neat.
It is. It is. I still pinch myself every time I get to watch him play.
It's-
I can't watch it on TV. I can't.
What about in person?
person? I'm fine.
Why?
I'm great. I don't know.
Huh.
I think it's because like on TV you can see the catcher set up and you're like, hey, just shoot it away. Oh wait. Like look away. Or sit soft, you know, and you're just yelling at the TV. And but live I see it from the side. I can't really. You can kind of see where the catcher's moving or something, but it's just a lot easier.
Oh, that is so cool.
So if my wife watches it in the main room and I'm like off in
Really?
part
You
of the
can't
house.
be near anybody?
No, yeah.
Sure, I mean, we were watching this in last night's game, watching him move before the ball even gets into the hitting zone. It's so cool. His anticipation, obviously, he gets the pitch call in his ear, and you know that anticipation, those great jumps.
Yeah. That's somebody who's really worked on this year. Last year he was more stagnant. He was more like, okay, first year, read the card, kind of stand here. And now he's got more. With Bobby Crosby being the infield coach now, he's giving him a little bit more leeway to do some more movements. Please don't dive hard.
It's going to sneak in.
Well, I mean, that's how he had his sublimated shoulder. That's why he went on the IL, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So he has a little tear in there, and he needs to get it cleaned up at the end of the season. So every time he goes left, that was great because he barrel rolled. It's really smart on his part, right? Because he probably doesn't have a play. And something we talk about, like, hey, be very mindful of this. It sucks, but you want to be on the field. He wants to be here with the guys, so it's like you're gonna have to play a little
through
bit
that.
different. Yeah. And that was a really good decision. So I'm happy. Not diving in home plate earlier on though.
Oh yeah.
That one was kind of freaky for me, but I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, Jacob just back off the injured list. And now a bouncer. This will bring home a run. Nick Gonzalez will be retired. But we have a special message from somebody.
Congrats, Dad. You earned it. And I just want to let you know that me, my sisters and my mom all are, very proud of you for all the hard work that you got to put in. And, I definitely wouldn't be here today without you. So I can't thank you enough.
Wow.
Very
you
cool.
guys get me all teary-eyed. Yeah. Oh man.
Jacob, a little message. Thanks to Hannah Mears who set that up with Jacob to congratulate his dad, making the prestigious Pirates Hall of Fame. We'll continue to talk, if you will.
Absolutely.
Jack Wilson going to stay with us. Pirates get a run. It's 4-1. There's Jacob. Fun to watch that. Not necessarily this. A leadoff base hit for Zach Geloff here to begin the bottom of the 4th inning. Geloff had the infield hit. Diving stop by Jack Wilson, Pirate Hall of Famer this summer. Great little video tribute to one of the most popular Pirate players ever. And have you thought about what you're going to say yet?
Oh my gosh, no.
Okay.
I mean,
Give that some time.
Yeah.
Give some thought.
When he said September, I was like, thank you.
Yeah, give me some time. Yeah.
I'm really happy for Candyman too, being able to go in with him. You know, we spend our fantasy camps together.
Yeah, you
with
got to know
Candy.
him.
He's so awesome, and I'm so happy for him and his family, and you know that he's in and what he was able to accomplish. You know, in Pittsburgh was awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. So I'm watching that video. Did you have?
Oh man, look at that.
Everything's going.
Yes, baseball, broken bat. Lau gets to it, 1 out.
Smart by him to let that ball go right there with not knowing what, you know, because he tries to get that and an unavoided bat goes off his glove and maybe you don't get it now. That was smart.
Watch it again.
Right there, that move. Like, yeah, just let it go. You got a guy there. Nice.
Got a guy there.
Left-handed batter, beautiful.
Do you have a favorite second baseman? I couldn't help think about with Pokey Reese there.
It's hard to say favorite.
Jose, obviously Freddie with our background.
Yeah.
You know, he was my best friend in baseball. So, like, the fact that we got to play high school travel ball together and then both make it up. That's a good
Oh,
play.
yeah.
That's a good play.
He can play. He is so heads up.
Yeah. That's why he's a
Triolo.
Gold Glover.
Yep.
But no, yeah, I mean, I was blessed with. I mean, I think I counted at one point. I had like 23 different guys I got to turn a double play with. Because, I mean, we had a Rob Makoviak in there, a Jose Bautista in there, a Jeff Rebele. We'll bring that one back. And you started, like, lining them all up.
Holy
like, just,
cow.
yeah, so. But loved working with those guys. I was very blessed and had, you know, Rock on my left. And then I had KY at first. And then LaRoche at first, Darryl Ward. I was like, just throw it in a zone, and those guys will take care of you. So very, very fortunate to be with some really good teammates.
Who was your first double play partner, your first game?
I've been Pat Mears.
Pat Mears.
Yeah, Pat Mears, and you know he was huge for me. You know he was going from short to second, and I mean him and Mike Benjamin were probably, you know, they were the best, most influential that year on defense, and just the understanding of where to play, what to read. Mike Benjamin was so smart.
Yeah,
like, he was such a smart player when it came to positioning and moving in and out, and so I learned a lot from both of those guys.
I think Benjamin is a coach in their system, the A system.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He was opening my eyes to a whole different world when it came to defense.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, he was great to be around and kind of soak up his information.
And then you pass it along.
Pass it along.
Yeah.
Pass it along, man. That's
You're
the
still
name of the
working
game.
with guys, right?
Yeah, I just came from USA National Women's Team. I was there all week.
Really?
Amazing. First time I'd ever done it. I've done 18U stuff for about 6-7 years, but this was the first time doing the women's national team. So I'm proudly representing them today in our colors, and they were amazing to work with this week.
Well, Jack Wilson, the 9 years with the Pirates. Oh.
The catcher is challenging.
Oh, interesting. Andy Rodriguez, ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Good call.
Yep.
Yeah. You can tell
Call's overturned. Pittsburgh has 2 remaining challenges.
So they followed through with the stolen base and then the challenge.
Ooh, look at that. And that's hard. How do you know, to be able to come up, pop, and throw and still understand that that was a strike? That's a great call by him. Jeff doesn't
McNeil,
think so.
shocked. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, we talk about Mike Benjamin. That is him for Jacob. That's Jeff McNeil, what he's doing for Jacob.
Yeah. Is that right?
He's that guy, like literally the same thing what he's doing for Jacob on an everyday basis is kind of what Mike and Pat and Brock, those guys did for me. You know, so I don't know.
Look at that resume. By the way, look at this. 21 career defensive WAR. That's tied for 48th all-time in Major League Baseball. Any position. Jack Wilson, top 50. That's incredible. And strike three. Do you have another half inning? We talk
I do.
more?
You know I could be here all day with you guys. Are you kidding?
All right, we'll continue chatting with Jack as the Pirates trail 4-1.
Well, some kids might not want their dad as a coach and argue everything that they say when it comes to their craft, but not Jacob Wilson. He said he's always trusted what his dad and future Pirates Hall of Famer Jack Wilson said. He said his dad makes it easy for him and one of those guys who always tries to point out the positives. He went as far to say his dad is one of the most intelligent baseball humans that he knows and puts him in a good spot to be the best player he can be every day. So, Jack, I know that maybe you can attest to this. Did he always listen to you growing up? Because he seems to rave about your insight.
You know what? He was great. He was so coachable. Like we, you know, and we made a pact early on when I retired. He was like 10, I think. And we made a pact, like, when I'm on the field, I'm Coach Jack. When we're at home, we're Dad. And we made sure that we kept that relationship together. And then I was fortunate enough to have him all through high school. And that wasn't really the plan, but it kind of,
Catcher's challenging.
that's where it kind of evolved to. And then I got to be with him his junior year at Grand Canyon. So,
Call's overturned.
yeah, no, he was always
Athletics have 2 remaining challenges.
open. Just open to ideas, open to different things. And he was always fun to work with. So, still is. Like, he's awesome. Mom did a good job. While I was playing.
We'll credit Mom.
Yeah.
He talked about how positive you were, and no doubt, but you also, I'm sure, plenty of constructive criticism. That is a good swing. Tyler Callahan lead off hit.
And he can run, man.
Yes, he can.
Wow.
That is,
Yeah, I didn't know
last
that.
week at
That
PNC Park. Yeah.
Geloff got rid of that ball in his first at bat. I was like, whoa, that's some speed. You got some speed. This one too, a Magnum, right?
Yeah.
Is it Magnum that did it in the
Mangum, yep.
Yeah, he can run. Yeah, I do. I make sure that he has a positive text in the clubhouse before he gets there, no matter what happened that day. It could be something easy like, hey, great, 0 for 4, but he had a great D and he had a battle at bats, like, because as players we tend to focus on the negative.
There goes Callahan, but
Be offline.
double play.
Balls hit hard too.
I know you follow the Pirates and root for the Pirates, but
Yeah.
I guess not today, although you're kind of
I made it. I'm not wearing A's gear when the Pirates are in
That's
town.
good call. You're neutral.
So I'll be neutral again tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then come Friday or Thursday against the Angels, I will be greened out with my hat and my A's jersey, all that stuff. Oh, look at him.
Chip off the old block. Sneaky. Yeah.
Do you work on that in the backyard field?
We did that when he was 10. I was like, guys, none of this is too big for you. We can always work on this stuff.
Yeah. I think it's so cool you have an infield in your yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was zero excuse for him, right? Like, hey, and I was never a guy that said, let's go out and do this. I was like, I'm always going to say yes, but I'm never going to ask. So
Good.
you want to do your thing, I'll be there for you.
Is it grass or is it turf?
It's turf.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
we had
who's
soccer
maintaining
practice.
it?
Yeah, we had soccer practices for the girls when it would rain at the high school and they needed a place to practice. They came over. We had lights. Yeah, it was ended up being something I built for myself in 2005, but it ended up being something for our family and all of our teams. So it was definitely a blessing.
Yeah, we were literally, just within the last week, they were showing you. Look at this, by the way.
That is wild.
Same guy.
I went to the bathroom during that play too when I was here and I
No.
missed it.
Oh my gosh.
All I heard was the roar. I'm like, oh, what happened? And my phone was blowing up.
Oh.
And I saw the replay. I'm like, that stinks. Bad timing.
That's just so wild to see Jacob Wilson there.
Yeah, you guys saw him,
Man.
baby boy.
Yeah.
First time you take, family days after a Sunday game. You remember holding him with a little plastic bat, and then the family days all after that. I mean, he loved the game, man. He loved everything about it, and he's still does.
He caught your first pitch, or
Yeah.
that was cool.
You did the reverse, right? When he was a kid.
Last year, yeah. That was amazing. I mean, when that came up on the schedule that we were going to Pittsburgh, like that was.
So this is what we're talking about. There he is. Look at this at PNC Park. And then last year they did the reverse. The A's came in and Jack threw to Jacob. Oh,
By the way, it's crazy, Jack Wilson, and watching him at fantasy camp, and it's the same player. He still throws like
still do the
90.
same thing.
He's firing the ball over, hitting
Oh, my
bombs.
gosh.
He pitches like 6 innings.
oh my gosh.
It's absolutely
Incredible.
ridiculous.
I stay active, no doubt. You know me. I can't. Like I
He can't sit still. It's hard to keep him pinned down right now.
Do now? This is what I do
Yeah.
all year long until he leaves for summer. JJ Hardy put the same setup in his house because he has little boys, and me and JJ Hardy take ground balls 3 times a week, just us old guys
kidding me?
getting after it.
Oh
And it's
my gosh.
And his wife is our first baseman because she played college softball.
Wow.
So she's at first, and that's like our baseball workout. And
Unreal.
it's not very cold in Arizona, so that's what we do. We wake up in the morning. Hey, what time you want to go? Like 8 a.m. All right, let's go take
some
ground
ground
balls.
balls. That's
It's
unreal.
so awesome. Shout out to JJ in Montana.
Yeah,
right now.
JJ
He leaves
Hardy.
goes to Montana every summer, and I lose it. I'm like, dang it.
And then,
I
get it back.
I
When he
wanna
comes
get my
back,
ground
you're all
balls in.
fired up. They're
Yeah.
going again. By the way, you're going to be coaching again at Grand Canyon.
Yeah. I'm
Where
really
Jacob went to
excited.
school.
Yeah, I'm very, very
Associate
pumped to get
coach there.
back. I've been portal shopping.
Yeah,
last week.
we're aware.
Which is an interesting
You
part.
landed at Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Didn't have to do that last time I was
Yeah.
there, but now it's definitely a new world, and it's I'm really excited to start work on Monday. So have the series. Jacob's got his bobblehead doll on Saturday, which is really, really cool against the Angels, and then we get after the grind, which I can't wait for. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, what a great ambassador you and Jacob are to that school. And that school's just made leaps and bounds in basketball and baseball the last 5 years or so.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's, basketball, their basketball program is amazing. Their women's and boys and men's soccer program is fantastic. Like they've been building. We started going to games in 2014 when I was a student there online. That's how I finished my degree after I retired. So it's just a beautiful place, a great place to, to be in your faith and to get really good at sports. They have amazing coaches.
Taken for a ball and into center field. Jacob going to keep Triolo at second.
You're such an overachiever, by the way. I didn't know you went back and finished your degree. And
Yeah,
that.
you know what? I was bored, honestly.
Gosh darn.
Julie was like, "Are you
Bored.
gonna do anything today?" I'm like, "I gotta, we gotta practice at like 5."
I got Hardy coming over. What else do you want me to do?
And it was like, I wanted to coach. I love the college age. I love college baseball. And I said if that was ever going to be an option, you need to have a degree. So I was like, all right, I'll go back and look into the online programs. Found that GCU had an online program, and 3 years later, I flew out to Arizona and walked the graduation and everything. It was awesome.
That's so great.
As a guy who really tried to get the lowest 2.0 possible in high school to be eligible to play sports, like to the decimal, I was I ended up with a 3.7 GPA.
Oh,
and
man, that's
had like
tremendous.
some sort of colored rope that I could wear because I had a
Dr.
decent,
Wilson, we're
had a
calling you
decent
now.
GPA. It was awesome.
I still to this day have nightmares that I'm back in school.
Hey, it is not. When they started doing like all math, just math, and I had like 3 math classes, and that's just.
Well, that's John's wheelhouse.
Yeah, see, you'd be great. I'm awful at that. Unless you want to, like, if you need an ERA or a batting average, but none of my classes needed any of that, unfortunately.
Speaking of Indiana University, Jack Perkins transferred from Louisville to IU and was drafted in the 5th round 4 years ago by the A's.
Yeah, he's got a tap on that one for sure.
Calls the ball, the catcher's challenging.
Jack, would you have liked the ABS in your day?
I think so.
Do you think?
I love what it does for the fans. I like it.
Yeah.
It's different. And I was actually down watching Jacob rehab in Vegas last week before I went up to North Carolina, and they're doing the check swing one. And I like that one too.
Yeah.
That's
I like
coming.
that one a lot.
That's coming.
That's coming. I think it's really good.
It would be nice to have a set rule.
No doubt.
For that, because I think it's a lot of it's the interpretation of the umpire, and it's different, I think, from one to another.
No doubt.
And there's really no definition for
Right.
what's an offer.
Perkins gets the strikeout. Now, are you too nervous to sit with us for one more half inning?
Come on.
For Jacob?
That's not even a question. Oh,
Not
for
that-
him, he coming up? Sure. Why not?
He might be coming up.
Might be coming up.
Maybe.
We'll see.
It's 4-1 Athletics on the UPMC scoreboard. Pirates baseball presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. And first pitch swinging, Big Amish, Nick Kurtz.
Yeah.
Shea Langoliers, Tyler Soderstrom, and if somebody reaches, Jacob Wilson. His dad, Jack Wilson, here in the booth with us in West Sacramento. Mitch Keller has settled down since a rocky first.
Wait, what do you think about him hitting cleanup?
Dude, so I saw it yesterday, and I think that completed. I think he's hit in every single spot of the lineup.
I did not see that.
In the last 2 years, I think he's hit in every spot
No
now.
way.
I was like, yeah, he's your prototypical,
Whatever you need.
guy.
Yeah.
With Rooker going down, and I get it because he hits, between Soderstrom's lefty, then him righty, then Cortez, kind of split that up with lefty, righty, lefty. So But, hope he, gets in a situation when these guys are getting on, he puts the ball in play, something like, that. I don't think they're looking for any,
You're not going to change who he
powers
is.
yeah, he's going to do what he does.
It's his second straight game hitting fourth. Strike 3 called.
That's a really good pitch.
Mitch Keller now with 5 strikeouts, already surpassing Steve Blass for 7th on the all-time Pirates strikeout list career.
Wow. That's good company.
Yeah, you'll be in Blass company. So a member of the Pirates Hall of Fame later this summer. No doubt Steve watching, and we're here with Jack Wilson, who's watching his son. How many games would you say during the year you're actually attending to see your son?
That's a good question. I would probably say 30 to 35. I try to stay away. Julie likes to be.
She does. She likes to
here
go
a lot. I know the Groundhog Day that is the baseball season, and I just tell them, when we're here, don't worry about us.
Yeah.
It'll change this summer now when I'm starting at GCU on Monday, and we have to travel, we got to do scout, some tournaments and stuff, so that'll change a little bit. But for the most part, I just say, hey, we'll see you after the game. Don't worry about us. Make sure you stay on your routine. I know how big a being a Major League Baseball player is about waking up and doing your routine every day, and we don't want to throw him off anything. But if he reaches out and say, hey, you want to do brunch or you want to get lunch for the yard, we'll do that for sure. But I love watching it live. It's a lot easier for my stress level.
Are you and he and the family excited about Vegas, by the way?
Yeah, that place. We got fortunate when he signed his contract. We went and toured it, and it's going to be amazing. Really excited to see kind of how it's coming together, watching it. Kind of like when you guys were watching PNC Park, playing at Three Rivers, but kind of seeing it come together. It's kind of that same vibe. And, with the backdrop is going to be, the MGM green building off the side, and then New York down the left field line. Wow. It's going to be a very beautiful park. And, I think that they're going to, that whole no state tax thing, I think that's
real
going to attract some.
Yeah.
They all get a 12% raise once they leave, too. They leave California.
Right.
Man. Liner to left, and 2 outs. Brings up Tyler Soderstrom.
Yeah, speaking of USA, Tyler was on my very first 2019 Team USA team that I got to be involved with. So happy for him and what he's been able to do in his career, and coming up as a catcher, then a first baseman, and then a left fielder. So he's a really good kid, really good family.
Well, they've really put a solid group of position players together here in a short amount of time.
And they're all the same age. They're all going through life together, It's, they're all just, Tyler got married this offseason. Jacob got married this offseason. Everybody's 22 to 25. Butler's really young as well. And so Shea Langoliers is probably the most underrated going into this year. So no longer underrated for what he's doing, which is great. But it's just a really fun team. That's why I was really excited about a Jeff McNeil coming into this clubhouse, along with Rooker, to kind of bring that veteran, style to the game and to the younger players.
So you're not far from being a grandpa.
Ooh, we'll see. I'm not putting too much pressure on Logan.
No.
But Logan, Jacob's wife, played 3 years of softball
Athletics have too many challenges.
at U of A. So he was at Grand Canyon playing his junior when they met, and she was a U of A softball player. So she's quite an athlete as well. So no pressure, but I fully expect our grandkids to be absolute ballers.
Yeah,
athletes.
Third
Just
generation.
to throw that out
How
there.
about that? Yeah. Yeah, no pressure.
But if we're all here, 20 years from now,
Yeah.
I'll be here, and Jacob will be here.
Yeah.
I'll be here looking at Jake's kid play. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be.
Jacob on deck there.
We like the Boons.
Yeah, that's right.
That's something to shoot
Yes.
for.
Or the Bells.
Yeah.
Wells, yeah. 2-2.
Pitch.
It's interesting. I mean, we were talking about this earlier with Mitch. That was probably his hardest fastball at 95, but sometimes it's 92, 93. I mean, you get all the spin rate stuff and the sneaky fastball, and I'm sure you probably all up to date with all the.
I try.
digital.
I'm trying to understand it more. The good thing is the staff that we have at GCU now is really good with the analytics, so I'm going to learn a lot this year. But you said he's got that extra hump.
Yep.
And halfway, the 2-0 pitch he threw to Jacob in the first at bat, Jacob's dead red and just
That's
just got
we were
by
talking
him.
about that.
Yeah. So as a hitter, you're going up there. It was like when we faced Aaron Harang. Where like
that's a great comp.
you know, he hit the ball really well.
Right.
So with him, he threw 91, but you had to look 94 because of that zip that he had, and you couldn't pick it up. So.
All right, you got the heart rate on.
How
No,
much
we're
you
good.
got
We're
the
good.
heart rate?
We're not
Heart
checking.
rate
We're
on
not
the
checking. We're good. We're good.
Just nobody talk.
No, we're good. We're good.
He's got all the he's got the wiggles going.
Yeah, he does.
there.
He
The
does.
Jack Wilson wiggles.
That's a good take. His bobblehead is actually funny. His feet move, not the head.
no way.
So his
really?
hips and his
my
legs are gonna
gosh.
shake. It's a cool design. I'm really excited to see it.
When's that coming?
Saturday.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
There's a salon club deck over here,
Yeah.
and we got probably 50, 60 family and friends that we're gonna take
wow.
out that whole deck and
Wow.
enjoy the moment for him. So.
Oh man. Such a great family, great kid. Tremendous parents. What a family.
Is he a guy that hits off the fastball, or does he?
You know what? We don't really talk too much. Like he can, it's just like us. We watch video. We kind of come up with our plan. He does a really good job at that. I think his idea is just stay inside the ball. And honestly, it's not a comp, but the Derek Jeter style of defense you have to play against him. It was very like, okay, you got to go line to line. He's going to take an inside. He's going to do that on a curveball, right? Because he's staying inside. Sure. And then he'll do what he did yesterday and flip that little fly ball down the right field line and just piss you off. And you're just like, gosh dang it. Like Derek used to do.
Yeah.
I'm playing short.
Right.
You're like, I don't know where to go. And so that's kind of where, he was always taught. I was like, using the whole field is such an advantage, especially when the analytics came out and there were the shifts that came out, right?
For sure.
So
yeah.
I think he just tries to stay inside most stuff. Like that, he's just pest,
Yeah. It's amazing to me that more hitters don't have that approach. You know, I mean, obviously home run's king, and guys want to lift and separate, launch angle, but it's such a tougher out. Guys that have that approach, and Kurtz has that approach.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes that way a lot, which makes him even tougher to pitch to.
Good take. Sorry.
No.
And those are easier to.
Hold back.
But if your approach is
Yeah.
right center, that's an easier take because you're seeing a little bit longer.
And you know what? He knows who he is. He's 6'3". He has leverage, but he uses a 33-inch bat and he chokes up. So he's a 32. So he knows who he is. He's not going to try to, do anything bigger than. That's a good pitch. He's not. Oh, apparently not happy about it.
No, that's
There's
like
the
father,
bat.
like son.
That's a great pitch right there, up and in. Guys inside everything. That's that pitch that would combat that. So that's a great pitch.
Congrats, man.
Yes, thank you guys.
Jack Wilson,
Appreciate you
congratulations.
guys.
He's going to go say happy birthday to his teammate.
Yes, I am.
Next
On
door.
KY.
KY.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jack. Congrats. To the sixth inning now. It's down 4-1. Here is Brian Reynolds, 2 for 2 against Jack Perkins. Fly ball center field to the wall, and he's done it again. B-Ray clears the deck with a cannonball and anchor down. He is on fire. It's 4-2.
On fire is right. He hit it good. He didn't know if it gets into that jet stream straightaway center. The wind's kind of blowing out to left center. Thought for a moment they had a shot at catching that out in the center field. Bota. Just enough distance. When you're hot, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You get that extra foot or two. Boy, look at that swing on that sinker. Middle in, straight away. That's when you know everything's on time. The timing's perfect. The hands are working.
4-2 ball game. Now that's roped into right center field. Another good swing there from O'Hearn. Homer double to start the sixth. That home run, by the way, was brought to you by UPMC. The home run by Brian Reynolds. Here it is, his 9th of the season.
Man, just such a simple swing. Not a lot of timing. No stride. Kind of just picks up that right heel, puts it down, and just out of the reach of the A's center fielder.
That might get a phone call to the bullpen here. Somebody is up. Has been up, I guess, is Justin Sterner. And that's what they're going to do. Mark Kotze is out. And then the double by O'Hearn here in the top of the 6th inning. And moments ago, Jack Wilson, who was with us, goes in and gives an old teammate a big birthday bear hug. Happy birthday to Kevin Young over in the radio booth with Joe Block. And there is Jacob Wilson with Ryan O'Hearn, the new pitcher. We saw Justin Sterner last night pitch a scoreless inning. Didn't get a chance to ask Jack Wilson about this guy, Nick Gonzalez. He was pretty much grew up in Jack Wilson's backyard with Jacob.
Yeah, I was about to ask him about that because we had video of those two working together pre-draft or right around the draft.
Yeah.
Sterner, 3-pitch guy, 4-seam fastball, cutter, and a sweeper. Not a very hard thrower, low 90s.
There's the backyard and the stuff they would work on. That's hilarious. Look at this. Nick Gonzalez, Jack Wilson.
That's so crazy. Can't help but think, like, are those windows and doors? Is it
Oh yeah,
bulletproof or something?
Like 10-inch thick. Foul tip strikeout. And we'll go down to Hannah with more.
Nick Gonzalez, you talked about that connection he has to the Wilson family. Well, Jack Wilson, when you were talking about helping him at his house, Nick said that taught him how to play loose and free, something he still works on till this day. He also had talked about playing against Jacob, said he's unbelievable. He's enjoyed watching him become a star in this league. And Jacob also complimented Nick Gonzalez as well, saying it was so awesome. And it was cool for those two specifically to kind of share the infield dirt a little bit, playing shortstop yesterday. And they did that last year as well. And both kind of talked about that being a really cool full circle moment to this point. Brownie.
Hannah, thanks. It is just incredible to see. The pitch taken for a ball, but the connections, the ties that baseball brings. And again, our thanks to Jack Wilson, who is indeed going to be a Pirates Hall of Famer this summer. And what a salute it is to the 25 years and now 26 years of PNC Park. And you think about that yard, two people stand out, the all-time hits leaders, Andrew McCutchen, Jack Wilson, and Brian Reynolds is now creeping up on the list, by the way. But in addition to being an incredible player, Jack Wilson was, and especially from a defensive standpoint, if they had the metrics back then that they do now, we've already shown you he's a top 50. And a base hit for Endy Rodriguez. He keeps it going. Cuts the lead to 1. Endy Rodriguez scores O'Hearn.
Good to see again this smooth swing, just effortless, throwing the hands out there. And another hard hit ball. That was a pitch out over the plate.
Scores O'Hearn from second, closes the book on Perkins. Now Callahan. Just to finish that up with regarding Jack Wilson, there's also something, and the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown has that character clause. They can vote on high character people. That is something that should be near the top of the list as well, because there's not a better person representing the Pirates wearing that black and gold all those years than Jack Wilson. No bunt, though. He squares.
Yeah, he had it. If he got a pitch over the plate, I mean,
third base,
yeah,
not occupied.
As long as it didn't go back to the pitcher and it got far enough from the catcher, that would have been an easy base hit.
Callahan singled off of Perkins. Perkins, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Sterner gets the strikeout. Brings up Jake Mangum, and now here's a message from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Nobody sells Lazy Boy for less than Levin.
Sterner's 4th batter struck out Gonzalez and gave up the hit to Rodriguez. Strikes out Callahan. Mangum 0 for 2 against Perkins. Sterner came on in the 7th inning last night, got Esmeralyn Valdez to foul out, walked Horowitz, and then struck out Lau and Reynolds. That was his 7th inning.
I assume a hit and run the last time Mangum was up. Hit another ball on the button, carried out the center, turned into a double play. Now, Sterner is pretty slow to the plate, and Endy does have some sneaky speed from time to time. I doubt they'd send him before 2 strikes, but you never know.
And there he goes. Good call. Line foul.
Pretty good jump from Endy. Would have had a shot.
Two on Mangum. Harris is up. Lefty. And Mangum takes ball 3.
Endy will be going for sure here. If Mangum can hit a gap, can tie it up.
Fouls off another. Endy Rodriguez will go back to first. A 10-pitch at bat in the 3rd inning for Mangum ended with a ground out. And John mentioned the line out to center with Callahan on the move. Callahan was doubled up. Another foul, and he's getting the workout.
That's cold off. Nothing sets.
Another 3-2. Another foul.
Yeah, but that can be, I guess, if you're on first base with a full count, Jake Mangum up.
This is.
I mean, he does feel like
he's getting a workout.
Fouls off so many pitches.
Here comes the 9th pitch of this at bat. And that's in
That's
play.
trouble. That's trouble.
A lot of trouble.
Oh, no.
Oh, Andy Rodriguez.
With 2 outs, you don't want to do that.
No, no, no. Bad decision. Nope. He gets just toweling himself off and fired the towel up against the bench, knowing he made an absolute base running blunder.
Yeah, and it's obviously he's anticipating Jacob Wilson throwing that ball to first base, but Jacob Wilson knows the situation, knows Mangum was going to beat that out. So an easy out.
Mangum gets credit for the infield hit. And now Keller back to work here.
And you have to just be impressed with how much Keller has handled this game after that first inning. Threw a ton of pitches. Walked 3 of the first 4 batters. Look at that, 38 in the first.
Oh my.
It only took him 23 to get through the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
He'll try to get through a 6th inning for the first time since May the 24th.
Oh, I thought he was challenging.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it looked like he went to tap the helmet.
About to, maybe. .90 pitches, and with that, Pirates bullpen, Evan Sisk. Strikeout of Cortez. That's 7 punch-outs.
Just a perfectly placed fastball right on the edge. 94.
And that strikeout was presented by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. It was the ground ball hit by Geloff in the very first inning. Spencer Horwitz made a tremendous diving stop, but then threw wildly past first as Keller went over to cover. One is a hit and an RBI, and eventually 3 runs scored on that play. Later, Lawrence Butler followed the Geloff base hit with an RBI double. So his hitting streak up to 20 straight games. The lefty hitting Butler on deck. Then a righty batting Henry Bote, and then the lefty hitting Jeff McNeil. And if it got to that point, Nick Kurtz, left-hand batters, and there's a fly ball to left, deep to the wall, and gone. 2-2 pitch, the home run for Geloff is his 10th. He's 3 for 3.
Fell behind 2-0 with the breaking ball. And then 2 well-placed fastballs. Both were taken, then he left the breaking ball up. And here in this ballpark, all you got to do is get it up in the air to left, and it doesn't come down.
Pirates are going to go to the bullpen. As Keller has 95 pitches. It's 5-3. It is 5-3 Athletics for those runs earned against Keller. And this Pirates pitching change presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Evan Sisk putting together a good season. 26 appearances, 30 innings, a 1.8 earned run average.
Strike. Lawrence Butler. A little tapper. Out number 2. Sisk to Horowitz. Sisk worked on Sunday against the Marlins. Gave up a leadoff double in that game. Then Esteury Ruiz was caught stealing. Going to get the next 2 outs. Bote, one of 7 strikeouts for Mitch Keller, the most strikeouts this season for Keller. There he is. Carmen Machinsky on the bench. Evan Sisk does a good job, gets the last 2 outs. On to the 7th, 5-3. And it was on this date 24 years ago. Old Synergy Field. Kevin Young, the birthday boy, homers on his birthday off Jimmy Haynes of the Reds. Pirates went on to win that ball game 5-1. Kevin Young had 2 hits, including that home run on his birthday. That was his 7th of the year. Craig Wilson also homered. And there he is. Happy birthday, the great Kevin Young. Here's Hogan Harris now, the lefty, facing Jared Triolo. Weston Sterner got out of that 6th. His numbers.
Holding opponents to a 2.16 average, 2.67 ERA. See the big bender, big slow curveball. Throw a changeup on occasion. A slider for the lefties.
In terms of batting average against, which is a pretty good indicator for relievers, better than ERA. Athletics relievers have allowed opponents to hit 254 against them. That is third worst in the American League. Only the Royals relievers and the Twins bullpen a higher batting average against. Oh, fly ball center field.
Man, thought he got it better than that.
Save big on Pirates tickets this season with your Pittsburgh Pirates PNC Bank Visa debit card. Enjoy discounts on lower and upper level tickets to games at PNC Park. Purchase in advance. Not available at the PNC Park box office on game days. Visit pirates.com/PNC debit card. Horwitz was 0 for 2 with a walk against Jack Perkins, who went 5+ 3 runs, 6 hits. Sterner pitches a scoreless 6th in relief. Gave up the 2 hits, struck out 2.
Good at bat so far. And you think about Horwitz, who hasn't faced many lefties since his time in the big leagues until recently. Yeah, saw it good. The 0-1 pitch in particular, you'd think is a lefty who doesn't face many lefties. A slider that he didn't even flinch on, no offer. Good at bat.
Yeah, he's been so much better. Against lefties. And now it's Lau.
You know, left on left, that would be you would think an easier pitch to take, the big curveball, because you're going to see it early.
(2-0).
Fastball left on left. Lefties hit it at a 333 clip. Should get one here.
Hogan Harris last pitched 4 days ago in Vegas against the Rockies. Went 1 1/3 scoreless, which was hard to do in that series in Vegas.
I'd love to get another base runner for the hot hitting Brian Reynolds. Good location there. You knew Lau was going to go for it. 3-1 count. He knows he's getting a fastball. He just put it in a good spot, top of the zone, inside corner. Does he get another?
Strike 3 called. 2 outs. Here's Brian Reynolds, StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Last time up homered. 9th of the year.
104 off the bat. 408. Right over the 403 sign. And straight away.
Continues his hot hitting in June. Gets this one the air to right, to the wall, and he's done it again! Oppo for B-Ray to tie it. He's homered in back-to-back innings. He's got 10, and it's tied. Clear the deck and anchor down. Reynolds ties it at 5.
Yeah, you weren't sure. It's the opposite way. That's the wind's not helping. Going the other way. You just weren't sure, but my goodness, how clutch.
And a little pop-up. Shallow left. Oh, and off the glove of Jacob Wilson. O'Hearn gets a hit. That's 3 straight hits for him.
Hanging changeup. Who hits a hanging changeup the other way? That is something else. And it just kept going and going and going and just out of the reach. Butler thought he had a shot at it.
Did he get a glove on it?
Oh, he thought.
They have had some home run robbery, these A's outfielders, last couple of years. Not this time. Brian Reynolds, of course, who had 3 robberies at PNC Park. Yeah, see, it's easy.
He is on fire.
4 for 4.
You can see he's saying the curveball is so slow.
He's talking to Andy Rodriguez about it right now, trying to explain to him as he comes out on deck. That's just the 3rd home run allowed by Harris this year, and the 1st since April the 28th.
There it is, just 72. That slow curveball. Just tumbling in there.
Mark Leiter Jr. well traveled, now an A. This up Butler. The final out with Brian Reynolds. 2nd homer has tied it. It's 5-5. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP, and by Barrel Automotive, driven to be better. Lawrence Butler thought he had it, but didn't. First multi-homer game of the season for Brian Reynolds, as he homers in back-to-back innings. One from the left side, and that from the right side. Here is Alika Williams, the former Pirate, pinch hitting for Jeff McNeil. Was acquired shortly after Jacob Wilson got hurt, and he filled in admirably at short and been playing even some second now that Wilson is back. Sisk got the last 2 outs of the 6th, and now faces Williams with lefty hitting Nick Kurtz on deck. Line to left by Aliko Williams.
Yeah, he's done a good job since coming over.
Hitting over 300. You know how good he is defensively.
Curveball. Good job of staying on it, staying back. Short little swing.
And Kurtz.
It's just such a tough guy to pick up. Left on left, Sisk. That crossfire action. Looks like he's stepping almost behind you as a left-handed hitter. Draws a lot of walks. Strikes out a bunch. Look for a chase here on something breaking away.
Yes. Goes down without the appeal. Home plate umpire saw it. Big strikeout for Sisk.
And again, look how far out. Little slider. Oh yeah, he didn't need an appeal on that. Wow.
Don Kelly going to the pen again. Pirates baseball on SNP is presented by AHN, official medical provider of your Pittsburgh Pirates, and by Giant Eagle, your home team for groceries. Pirates have battled back from a 4-0 deficit. They've tied it at 5. Here is Johan Ramirez.
4.31 ERA, 39 2/3 innings, 45 punch-outs. Opponent's hitting just .211. All about command with Johan. Very tough against right-handed hitters. Big sweeping breaking ball.
Somehow he worked his way out of a jam that he really created at PNC Park on Saturday. Gave up a leadoff hit, then a walk, and then proceeded to strike out the next 3 in a bizarre sequence it was. And gets away, and that allows the runner to move up to third. A wild pitch.
Yeah, that's the only time. Like, at times he just tries to get that big bender out there and doesn't always control it real well. I mean, Endy did all he could to keep it from getting away, but that ball was well away in the left-handed batter's box.
Chop towards short, and there's that one-hand play that Ken and John talked about earlier. Triolo uses that, checks the runner, 2 outs.
Two-seamer running in. Look at that, 97 on the hands. A little surprised that they weren't going on contact. I don't think Triolo would have any problem throwing Jacob Wilson out at the plate, but Endy loved the pitch.
That's one. And again, the other day at PNC Park, Johan Ramirez, after the intentional walk to Soderstrom, will bring up Jacob Wilson.
Yep, you don't see it very often anymore, the intentional walk, but again, Ramirez so tough on right-handed hitters.
Now he goes after Jacob Wilson, who was very frustrated by that strikeout in the 5th inning against Keller. Has walked and singled and struck out in this game. First pitch strike.
Just hard to pull the trigger on that. It just starts right at you, almost like right at the hip of the right-handed batter.
Past the pitcher, but right there is Lau, and Johan Ramirez gets out of it. Presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of sports coverage on SNP. Andy Rodriguez going to lead things off at an RBI single in the 6th inning. They'll face Mark Leiter Jr. Johan Ramirez able to get out of that after the wild pitch, gets that ground ball and the intentional walk. Wilson grounds out. And now Andy Rodriguez fly ball left center field over to make the catch. Bote went a long way.
A little bit off the end of the bat. Ball stayed in the air a little bit too long. And it was slicing away from the A's center fielder. Handful of pitches thrown by Mark Leiter Jr. Likes the split. Fastball, curveball. That's the split there. Occasional slider, cut fastball.
The end of the bat, going to drop it in. Aliko Williams now at second. Just can only watch that as Tyler Callahan has his 2nd hit of the night.
Went with another split. Just didn't get it down enough or away enough. And good job of protecting, getting out and around that pitch a little off the end, which isn't always a bad thing. That allows it to get in front of the right fielder.
See if Callahan is on the move with Mangum at the plate. Right side. Out recorded. 2 away. Well, Callahan in scoring position now for Triolo. Mark Leiter Jr. has been around the block. Phillies, Cubs, Yankees. 3 years for the Cubs, a couple years with the Yankees. Started his career in Philadelphia.
See him digging in that glove for that split. That's the pitch he throws the most. Curveball that time.
Mason Montgomery now up in the Pirates pen. Dennis Santana not throwing up there. Ball and a strike. Triolo 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in his career against Mark Leiter Jr. He's done good work over the years against Pittsburgh. Career ERA against the Pirates at 2.73. His 21st career appearance against the Bucks. Left side. Head to the bottom of the 8th, still tied up at 5. Contracting and Roofing. If our name goes on it, we stand behind it, so you can stand in it. Here in West Sacramento, game 2 of the 3-game series. Pirates and Athletics are tied. The bottom of the 8th inning, here's Mason Montgomery.
Valvoline numbers 27 innings and 27 appearances, a 4.33 ERA. Opponent's hitting just 2.31.
He's going to face the pinch hitter, the right-hand hitting Max Muncy of the A's. No relation to the Dodgers' Max Muncy, though. They were born on the same day, on August 25th. 12 years apart. Not related.
That's interesting.
Crazy coincidence. And they're both drafted by the A's. Huh. Max Muncy now with the Dodgers, 5th rounder in 2012. This one a 1st rounder in 2021. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Batting for Cortez. Triolo. One out. Kiloff is 3 for 3. Homered his last time up. 98 from Muncy. Two and 0.
You'd almost have to expect the fastball here.
Called. Kiloff. One out base runner, a walk. You can stream Pirates games at home or on the go with SNP 360. Just go to getsnp360.com or scan the QR code. Log in with your provider. Get direct access to live games, plus all of the Pittsburgh sports content you love. Colby Thomas going to pinch hit now for Lawrence Butler.
Don't typically see much pinch hitting these days with the DH. Mark Kotze sending up his 3rd pinch hitter. You don't see many stat sheets with the pinch hitter numbers.
No.
They do here. Athletics 138 average, their pinch hitters.
On a strike. Montgomery faced these A's 3 times last year when he was with Tampa Bay. 1 run in 2 1/3 innings, 3 appearances. Colby Thomas 1 for 1 against him.
Very late swing on the 97-mile-per-hour fastball. He's done pretty good as a pinch hitter. 3 for 10 with a homer.
Montgomery out in front, 1-2. Looks like it was going to be fouled by a long way, but then Colby Thomas realized, yeah, that might end up dropping fair.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be up on the hillside, but we've been told balls hit in the air and foul ground to the right side. Can't give up on them. And that wind always blowing in from that side.
Batting for Lawrence Butler. This tie game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Montgomery, pitcher number 4 for the Pirates. Keller, Sisk, Ramirez preceded Mason Montgomery. Another 1-2 pitch. Got him.
I like it. Went with the slider, the harder breaking ball. And Montgomery all year long has not given up a hit on the slider. Typically likes to go to the curveball more often against right-handed batters. Another good one. Doesn't throw many. Just 6% of the time does he throw a slider to a righty coming into the night.
Ote struck out and grounded out versus Keller. Last time up, struck out against Sisk, the lefty. He's become their closer, Elvis Alvarado, getting ready for the 9th. Big, hard throwing righty. Runner goes. The 2-1 is a ball, and it's a stolen base for Geloff. His 8th of the season.
Yeah, it sometimes becomes a guessing game when you're taking that lead off of first against a left-handed pitcher. Just guessing he's going to the plate and not throwing over. What first move?
Olte has feasted on lefty pitching in a somewhat limited sample size, but 11 out of 28 against lefty pitching. It's a .393 average. But this lefty gets some. Mason Montgomery, back-to-back strikeouts, and on to the 9th. 5-5. And let's recap what's happened so far in the game. Our dashboard report presented by your Western PA GMC dealers. Mitch Keller really settled down after a shaky first inning. Could not get out of the 6th, but 5 1/3. Jack Perkins was really good. Stumbled toward the end, and Brian Reynolds has been phenomenal. Zach Geloff also with 3 hits and 3 at-bats, but Reynolds has gone 4 for 4 and has homered back-to-back at-bats. He is due up third here against Alvarado.
Hard thrower. He's going to challenge you for the most part, too. Lots of fastballs.
It's 100.
5.40 ERA. 20 punch-outs in 15 innings.
Time on the injured list. Missed all of May. Second half of April. High fly ball, right center field, and that is going to die right there into the glove. Well, the center fielder, Mote.
Yeah, that upper 90s, sometimes triple-digit fastball. He decides to go with the slider there, and he left it up. And Spencer just missed it.
That's the routine for Bolte there. And now Lau. Three more strikeouts for Lau. Kurtz made a nice play on him in the fourth inning. Second year for the 6'6" righty Elvis Alvarado. Picked up a save against the Rockies 3 days ago in Vegas.
Couple of easy takes. Gets an opportunity to time up the fastball. Does he get another one here?
Line drive right field to the wall, and Lau has left the building off of Elvis Alvarado to give the Bucks the lead. Line drive home run number 18. It's 6-5 here in Sacktown.
It felt like he was due in this ballpark where the ball flies. Gets a mistake. I don't think this was the slider. It might have been. He throws an occasional split. It was up, out over the plate. No, it was the slider. Hung one to Spencer. Hung one to Brandon Lau. He didn't miss it.
Bullet off the bat for Brandon Lau.
Yeah.
18 home runs.
We're used to seeing the high towering drives. Nice to see a bullet.
This guy, 4 for 4, has homered each of his last 2 at-bats. Led off the 6th inning with his 9th home run of the year. That was off the starter, the righty Jack Perkins, so he's batting left-handed. They turned around against Hogan Harris, about right-handed. His next at bat in the 7th inning with a man on. And his home run in the 7th tied it at 5. And now Penn West University educating you. How about the switch hitting Brian Reynolds? 4th time now that he's homered from both sides of the plate in the same game. First time since 2024. He's pulled off that feat at Select Company. Reynolds first did it in 2019, again twice in 2024 and tonight. Dale Swain, Bobby Bonilla, the only other Pirates ever to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game. Third baseman Geloff is there over at short. Gregory Soto getting up. And he will have to face some big boppers. It'll be Alika Williams, Nick Kurtz, Shea Langoliers. If anybody gets on in the ninth, bottom half of this inning, Tyler Soderstrom. Rhino Hearn, maybe he's going to suddenly get hot, get back in the swing of things, because he has hits in 3 straight at bats.
Yeah, that's good to see. The swing is so good. It's almost slump proof. So short and quick to the ball. Let's see if he gets a good fastball. If he can get the bat head out. We really turned that two-seamer over. A lot of movement at 97. Good take. And we've seen him swing 3-0 before.
He grounds out, but with 1 out, Brandon Lau. It's his 18th home run of the season. Gives the Pirates a 6-5 lead as they look to come back from that early deficit. 3 more outs to get. Gregory Soto trying to save this ball game. The Pirates come back. They lead it by 1 run going to the bottom of the 9th.
Looking for his 11th save. Soto holding opponents to just a 151 batting average.
It's Alika Williams. Jake Mangum moves from center field to right field. Billy Cook enters the game at center. Soto pitched a couple games here last year. In June, there's Billy Cook now in center field. Soto was with Baltimore. Just a couple of scoreless innings. There's one.
Easy work for out number 1. That good fastball finish. Williams with the slider.
Here's Kurtz to left field. And a base hit. The big Amish. And now the winning run comes to the plate. Shea Langoliers. Had 2 walk-offs this year. Brent Rooker homered off the Astros on April the 5th, and later that month, Max Muncy, a sacrifice fly against the White Sox.
Good spot for that sweeper. Right-handed hitter here with some pop. One thing you don't want to do is give him something up and soft breaking towards the bat. That's a good pitch. bottom of the zone.
Soto picked up the save at PNC Park 3 days ago against the Marlins, his 10th. Two. Langoliers 2 lineouts to left. He's also struck out looking at, he bounced out with the infield in and 1 out in the 7th against Johan Ramirez. Full count on Langoliers.
Got to figure power versus power here. I think the fastball's coming.
And into center field off the end of the bat. And it's first and second. Tying run in scoring position.
In on that inside corner. Muscles it up the middle.
Bill Murphy, the pitching coach. With Soderstrom coming up. .222 batting average versus lefty pitching this season for Soderstrom. 6 of his 12 home runs off southpaws. He's never faced Soto. Soderstrom hitting .254 with runners in scoring position. Whoa. Somehow he avoids getting hit.
Sent it right for that back leg.
Four of Soto's 10 saves have come in 1-run save chances this year. 1-0 pitch. Whoa, brother.
Almost the exact same pitch. Wow, just a little bit higher. Amazes me when I see that. Like, some guys just don't move. Yeah, and want to get hit by that.
Yeah. It's 2-0. 2 on, 1 out. Tying run at second, winning run at first. And it's 3-0.
Saw him yank a couple pitches. He tried to throw to that part of the plate. He threw it to the glove side. Now everything missing into the left-handed batter.
He's going to challenge. Looks like he's going to lose.
Called strike, batter's challenging.
Should be 3-2.
Call is confirmed. Athletics have one remaining challenge.
Yeah, it seemed like he was so certain. He stayed right there.
Well, you think that was a big pitch? What do you see this one? The game on the line, 1 out, 3-2. Struck him out looking. Greggy Soto saying, you want to challenge that?
How about that? As badly as he missed with the first 2 pitches, then the 2-0 pitch as well, and then just paints 3 in a row.
Oh.
Crazy.
Wow.
Right across the knees.
Come on, challenge it. 2 outs, 2 on, and it's Jacob Wilson of all the players that could be at the plate right now. It's Jacob Wilson, one of the toughest batters in baseball to strike out. Had his dad in the booth with us earlier. All-Stars are rookie last year, finished second to his teammate Nick Kurtzen, Rookie of the Year voting last season. He's hitting .250 with men in scoring position this year. Oh, it's 0-2. He's had 44 at-bats this season, has Jacob Wilson, with men in scoring position, and in those 44 at-bats he has struck out only 4 times.
Choking up on that 33-inch bat. He's just trying to put it in play. Oh my.
To right field and raise the Jolly Roger. Gregory Soto saves his 11th. The Pirates even the series. They get back to 500 and they come back from an early 4-0 deficit to down the A's.
Boy, first, I don't know how Jacob Wilson hits that pitch. It was about neck high, but what a ball game. You know, you got to give Mitch Keller a lot of credit after, you know, control issues in that first inning, walking 3 of 4, gives up 4 in the first. He settles down, goes 5 in the third. And the bullpen. How about the bullpen in this one? So much talk about the bullpen after this offense. Brian Reynolds and Brandon Lau with big swings here tonight to get the Bucks back in the game, to tie. Lau with the go-ahead homer, but the bullpen, great work.
Definitely a story. The bullpen is shut out after 5 1/3, 3 hits, and 2 of them in that 9th inning. And of course, our North Star Chevrolet Buick and GMC star of the game is Brian Reynolds, as he helped lead this comeback. 4 straight hits and then homers in back-to-back innings from each side of the plate. The 7th inning home run ties the game. It's his 10th of the season.
I didn't notice that first homer, his expression, he kind of like just missed it, the one that went out the center.
Another good shot ruined by a quick comment, Mr. Blass would say. Let's go downstairs to Hannah with Brian Reynolds.
Hey, thanks, guys. B-Ray, 2 home runs tonight, back-to-back at bats in both sides of the plate. We know that June is typically your month, but how well were you seeing the ball tonight? Both sides of the plate, a homer.
Yeah, pretty good. I've only done that one time. So, yeah, it's a good park for it. So, yeah, it was great.
When you talk about you've only done it one other time, what's similar then in how you feel in a game to be able to do it twice in a game?
Shoot, I don't even remember last time, but yeah, I just felt pretty good up there. Took some chances, and yeah, I think it worked out.
You've been robbing guys of home runs. Were you a little bit worried when you looked back that yours was going to get stolen on that first one? Was that what that reaction was?
Yeah, I thought he was deking me out there. I thought he had it, so I didn't want to, I didn't want him to get me too bad, so I kind of stopped to check it out. But yeah, and then the second one almost got robbed too, so just playing on the edge.
John Wainer was saying not many guys can take a hanging changeup the other way, but you did. What did you see on that pitch to take it that far?
Well, I thought it was a heater until the next inning, so I guess not much, but just right on time for a changeup. Thought it was a heater.
Well, this team needed a big performance. It was you today, and it was Brandon Lau to put the dagger in this one. What's impressed you about the way that he's hit the long ball, not just tonight after a few frustrating at-bats, but all season long?
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing it his whole career, so that was a huge at-bat, big swing. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to do it, and he left one up, and he hammered it.
Did you have a feeling that Gregory Soto as well was going to close this one down? A couple of pitches got away from him, but the way he painted that strikeout in a big moment.
Yeah, he's a pro. He's he's got electric stuff, and he never gets too overwhelmed with the situation. So I knew he was going to log it down.
Well, I know there's a long walk back for some celebration, so I'll let you go. Congrats, V-Ray. Thank you.
Thanks.
Brownie?
Yeah, great job, Brian Reynolds and the Pittsburgh Pirates coming back to beat the Athletics down 4-0. Looked like things were going to get out of hand. Brandon Lau's home run with 1 out in the 9th, his 18th, gives the Pirates the lead. And Brian Reynolds with that home run in the 6th inning, followed by the home run in the 7th, 4th time in his career, homering from both sides of the plate in the same game. So much more to talk about this great comeback, and as John Wainer said, give a tip of the cap to Mitch Keller and the beleaguered bullpen, shutting out the A's the rest of the way after that 1 run in the 6th inning by Geloff. That was it. That's all they got. The Pirates came back to win it to even the series, and they're at 500 again. Back to the studios next.